Hey guys, this is my trade recap today. I traded two stocks, AXSM. It gapped up on the phase 2 news, and I traded PCG, gapped down on some bad news. So first trade is PCG. Here it gapped down because there were some concerns the company was going to break up due, due to its liability for the California wildfires. And it's going to go bankrupt. So it got down really hard. Um, and I was trading AXSM, so I was a bit impatient with this one. I didn't wait for um, uh, the right or the correct timing. And so here are the entries. I entered too early on here on 19. Um, and I cut it. I lost about 15 cents. Um, and then over here, again, I was too early. Um, I normally what I do is I wait until it gets here to the previous high by um, either 50 cents or less. But here I started too early again. I was just trading small, but I guess I should have just waited until been more patient until it got closer here. Because here it kept going up and down, and I thought I was gonna miss the move. So uh, like this bar is like one, two, almost 40 cents, and so it made me trigger happy, and so it caused me to start early. Um, and it was very like here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 60-cent bar. So it's very hard to trade, and started here and then added here, and then it went up on me like this. I thought, I'm gonna get stopped out. And as soon as it came back down, it was very annoying to trade. I had enough. I cut it, and I should have held on because then it tanked a nice amount. So I lost a small amount there. Next trade, AXSM. So huge gap up. I mean, this opened at 168% up from their previous close. I don't ever recall seeing anything like that. I've been trading for quite a bit, so but I researched this. They still had money in the bank. They were burning about 2 million a month, and I didn't think there was going to be any dilution, so I was actually long biased at the open because they had 2 million volume pre-market. Um, so I was actually not gonna even short this at the open, but um, when it started trading, I, I it I didn't expect this action at all. I thought first bar, in fact my plan was to let it get close here and short around here if it rejects, but I didn't expect this, so it couldn't run up on like 300k volume. Uh, and then this one I didn't expect it to break VWAP, and then it bounced and then it came back down. So I'm like, okay, this is not gonna run up. So um, I thought I shorted 2 tiers, but in fact my size wasn't right. Um, this is just 1 tier over here. These two. So I made a mistake, didn't quite get loaded up on size on what would amount to like a 20% risk. Well, anyway, I made almost 2, 4, 6, 80 cents here, and then I was waiting for, because since I only had one tier, I was looking for a place to add, and I should have added here, but this was kind of like a weird number to add at the 0.3. I usually like to add around the 0.5, so I was waiting for it to kind of get up to this line, reject, and then continue going, but yeah, it was so I never did get to add. And then it tanked, so I was like, oh, I missed it. And then, well, it reclaimed 6, and then it reclaimed VWAP, and then at that point I just got it. So I didn't make that much money off of this one. I should have made like 3 or 4 R at least if I had sized it correctly. And also later on, here it's almost to end of day. Well, not really, but I saw this one is a head and shoulder, so shoulder, head, shoulder. So I scalped a little bit here because it was overextended from the VWAP, and I took some profit. There was a huge bid prop over here, and I took profit just ahead of that, but it did break that, and then it went up here to this line, which is like the weekly resistance on the chart. See, it would be this high over here, and I guess it got close to that, and then it tanked. And then here we're getting close to the 1 p.m. fade, so I was waiting for my setup. And here I got it lower low, so I was waiting for a pop-up to the 50s over here, or even 60s. So I can get some really good risk reward, but I guess I didn't see it, but in Bookmap, I wasn't watching Bookmap. There were a lot of sellers over here. This was all red in Bookmap, and that's why it never popped there. And my order at 15 never filled. So I ended up missing the huge end of day move on it. Yep, so that's my trading today.